is in the books, and there's going to be some movement inside the top 25 as Texas is back and the Alabama slippage is real. And Mel Tucker, what are you doing? Welcome to episode 307 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football, with one of the exceptions being this Mel Tucker story. Please subscribe to our channel, smash that like button if you like our content, share the video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the recap of the top 25 first. The Georgia Bulldogs 45, Ball State 3, Georgia. The two-time defending, reigning, undisputed national champions, Carson Beck. He looks like he's rolling her early in the season. The running game got slowed down a little bit here. That's something we're going to have to keep an eye on for the Georgia Bulldogs as we head into the meat of the schedule. Michigan 35, the number 2 team in the land. UNLV 7. J.J. McCarthy has played perfect football at the quarterback position in the first 2 weeks of the season. And here is the big game. Quinn Ewers, the Texas Longhorns 34, Alabama 24. Texas is back. Sarkisian, he's got the guys. The defense is actually tackling. Once again, they did a little bit of that last year. They're doing it this year. Texas is legit. Quinn Ewers, Xavier Worthy, and some other targets, emerging targets in the wide receiver room at Texas and Alabama. They don't have the quarterback. And quite honestly here, as we talked about through the whole offseason, Nick Saban's hire as offensive coordinator was a big mistake. You can see it happening. Alabama going to be really good this year? Yes, of course. But are they slipping? I don't think there's any doubt to it. Texas, big win. 34-24 over Bama, the number 4 team in the land, Florida State. They absolutely rolled. Trey Benson. Wow. Jordan Travis. The Buckeyes, 35-7 over Youngstown State. Kyle McCord getting a little bit more comfortable, getting a little bit more reps, getting a little bit more in rhythm. This is bad news for the rest of the Big Ten. USC big over Stanford, 56-10. Penn State keeps a rolling, 63-7 over Delaware, and the Washington Huskies ranked number 8. Take it over big over Tulsa, 43-10. Tennessee continues to roll, the number 19. 30, Austin P. 13. Notre Dame Fighting Irish 45. North Carolina State 24. It was close early second quarter, but the Fighting Irish just separated themselves. They've got so many good things happening in that football team right now. We're going to be going over it more into the week. Utah survives. They defeat Baylor in Baylor. Utah's 2-0, and they've done it without their quarterback, Cameron Rising. When is he coming back? That's a major storyline. Major storyline here in college football as we enter week 3. When is Rising back? And when he comes back, can anybody stop the Utah Utes? We shall see. Baylor loses another tough home game. Oregon escapes. They've defeated the Texas Tech Red Raiders in Lubbock, Texas, 38-30. LSU goes over Grambling big, 72-10. Will Howard keeps a rolling. Kansas State Jayhawks 42, Troy 13, Oregon State, DJ Ungale 55, UC Davis 7, North Carolina. Woo! 2 overtimes. The Tar Heels 40, Appalachian State 34, North Carolina next week. Got to buckle up at home against my beloved Minnesota Golden Gophers, Oklahoma 28, SMU 17. Washington State does it again. They defeat the Badgers once again, 31-22, this time at home. Wisconsin, Mordecai won 25-40, but that passing offense still doesn't seem all that smooth, all that in rhythm, and the running game got stopped. Washington State Cougars win a big game for that football program, for that coach, and what that athletic department is going through right now today. Big win over the Badgers, 31-22. Ole Miss 37, Tulane 20. Now Ole Miss is scoring 37 points, and they don't have their star running back lathered up quite yet. Judkins, A slow start to the season, that is surprising, but Ole Miss continues to roll up the points, roll up the victories. Duke did not have a setback. They did not have a setback this week. 42-7 over Lafayette, and the number 22 Colorado Buffaloes 36. Nebraska 14. Jeff Sims could not hang on to the ball. Fumble here, interception there, fumble here. Colorado took advantage of it. They finally got their offense rolling. Shedeur Sanders at the end of the game, again, put up huge numbers. Colorado playing Colorado State next week. Colorado's going to be a tough out all during the season. And Nebraska, they are snake bit city. Snake bit city. And the Nebraska Cornhuskers are the mayor. Miami, Florida 48, Texas A&M 23. We call this was our 5-star lock of week number 2, the Miami, Florida Hurricanes. Big win. Again, we don't think Jimbo Fisher is going to get it going at Texas A&M. He loses every big game. We do not believe in that coaching staff. Unfortunately, they go down again. Texas A&M fans are big, they're great, they're passionate, but they don't have the coaching staff to bring them the victory. Tyler Van Dyke, man. First 2 weeks, look out. Tyler Van Dyke is legit. Quarterback for the Miami, Florida. And Clemson 66, Charleston Southern 17. Wow. The big story, top 25, Texas. They are who we thought they were. A legit Big 12 champions, them at Kansas State in the championship game. And Texas is knocking on the door of the college football playoffs. And Alabama Crimson Tide slippage is real. We talked about it for months on this channel. Alabama slippage is real, and we don't think Tommy Rees will be the answer now for a big story. Unfortunate. I can't believe I'm even doing this, but we have to do it. We have to cover everything in college football. Michigan State coach Mel Tucker under investigation for sexual harassment of rape survivor and activist. Brenda Tracy, a rape survivor and well-known activist, revealed the details of her complaint against Tucker. Now, as we do these stories here at Peek Around the Corner, this is an alleged crime. So Mel Tucker, he is not guilty of the sexual harassment at this point in time, and he may never be. So we want to keep that in mind. These are alleged complaint from Brenda Tracy. But I will tell you this as I read this article, and I'm going to get through this real quick. What Mel Tucker has confirmed to the investigators of what he did is bad. In no way Mel Tucker should be exhibiting those behavior as the head football coach at Michigan State to anybody. But to Brenda Tracy, a lady who has gone in front of many college football teams and other college teams to talk about how not to treat women, how to treat women in the right way, against talking about sexual harassment, sexual assault. Bringing these issues to the forefront in front of these student athletes, these young men. She's been doing this. She's done it at the University of Minnesota and other places. For her to be allegedly treated in this manner, Mel Tucker should be out of a job today. But let's go through the article. Put down your comments and thoughts in the comments section below the video. CBS Sports, Michigan State coach Mel Tucker is the subject of an ongoing university investigation into allegations of sexual harassment stemming from a complaint filed by Brenda Tracy in December 2022. The prominent rape survivor and activist against sexual violence told USA Today. In the complaint, Tracy alleges Tucker made sexually suggestive comments and masturbated while she sat frozen for several minutes during a phone call on April 28, 2022. Tracy visited Michigan State at least 3 times as an activist starting in 2021, including once in which she was recognized as an honorary captain at a Michigan State spring football game, and built a relationship with Tucker as part of her work on campus. Tracy also alleges numerous other inappropriate incidents. The idea that someone could know me and say they understand my trauma, but then re-inflict that trauma on me is so disgusting to me. It's hard for me to even wrap my mind around it, Tracy told USA Today. It's like he sought me out just to betray me. Tracy was gang raped at the hands of 4 men, 3 college football players and a recruit in 1998. She went public in 2014 and has since transformed that traumatic experience into a message she has sprawled across college sports. Violence against women must stop. Now, here is the PATC money shot of this article. In statements provided to the Title IX investigator, Tucker acknowledged that the April 28th phone call occurred. However, he claimed it was a consensual encounter. Miss Tracy's distortion of our mutually consensual and intimate relationship and the allegations of sexual exploitations has really affected me, Tucker wrote in a letter to the investigator that was obtained by USA Today. I am not proud of my judgment, and I am having difficulty forgiving myself for getting into this situation, but I did not engage in misconduct by any definition. Michigan State has yet to take action as part of the investigation, as a formal hearing is scheduled for October 5th and October 6th. Michigan State has yet to take any action as part of the investigation, as formal hearing is scheduled October 5th and 6th. Michigan State's Vice President Emily Gurant would not comment on the specific investigation to ESPN, but stated that any similar complaint would be thoroughly reviewed and followed up upon by Michigan State's Office of Civil Rights in a thorough and confidential manner. Michigan State denied a Freedom of Information Act FOIA request, citing a privacy exemption that allows an organization not to disclose information that is personal in nature, such as when it is intimate, embarrassing, private, or confidential. ESPN is preparing to file a legal appeal. And then it goes on to talk about what Tucker's record is and all that stuff. That means nothing to this story here. Look, Mel Tucker says he did not have any misconduct at all. Having that type of relationship with Brenda Tracy as the head coach of the Michigan State football program is misconduct. Let's say it was consensual. Let's say Mel Tucker is telling the truth. You still don't do what you just did, buddy. That's not how you do it. That's not how you act like a grown man in a position of leadership, leading student athletes at a college, university, when this lady has been coming in and talking about sexual harassment, sexual assault, that violence against women must stop. It's not just the physical violence, it's the emotional violence. Mel Tucker, man, if you had any morals whatsoever, just because you admitted to this phone call and you have admitted to what you believe was consensual, just that fact alone, you should be hitting the bricks. Why would you risk millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars on your contract, many years, for a risky, quote unquote, consensual relationship? Why would you do that? That is high risk behavior, and you can be fired for cause. I believe that's what's going to happen here, Michigan State. I'm flabbergasted that these allegations have come out from Mel Tucker, and what he has already acknowledged. There's other reports out there. Go and read them. More details. I'm not going to get into the details on this because, well, this is a family college football YouTube channel. But my goodness, Mel Tucker, very disappointing. Again, these are alleged allegations. You may not be guilty of sexual harassment, but man, you are definitely guilty of complete misconduct, and you quite possibly may be guilty of harassment, because my goodness, terrible. I'm disgusted by it. Put down your comments and thoughts in the comments section below the video. Turmoil and chaos once again has entered East Lansing, Michigan State. It's got to stop at some point, right? Until next time, from all of us at PATC to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.